Fields grow anew with the spring of life. In this sheath of truth will I wrap myself tight. The landscape it goes for miles. The myths of old, they breathe in me life.
Amara, question about my Atlantis book, about the Nephilim. You're talking about their cutting edge technology, you know, and that they're desperate to leave this planet. You've got questions about that, you know, why can't they leave the planet? I went into this all in the Atlantis book, you know, they've been quarantined here. It's in our mythologies. The whole idea of a bent god, a chained god, a bleeding god, the moon being kind of a lodestone, the earth being sort of sectioned off from the rest of our solar system anyway, in the cosmos, by some sort of invisible barrier. All it might sound very crazy and fictional until you realize the scientists are, you know, they're finding out about this stuff. You go to the forum, go to my Atlantis page on the forum, and check out the social media pages. You'll see that I update this all the time. I got a whole Atlantis page on the forum with all of the scientific updates on this, and you can definitely, you know, smell a rat. You can definitely tell if something's going on with all the kind of experimentation and heavy weaponry, including HARP, that they're beaming up there, you know. So, but it's in our mythology. It's in their mythology. You know, the alien part of us doesn't like to be on this planet. I mean, look at the devastation. You know, do you know how many ecologists, cosmologists, and biologists and what have you are just completely flummoxed about our desecration of this planet? They can't explain it. Yeah. I think in the last 50 years, we've used up more resources, right, of the planet Earth than in the whole of history. And some people are predicting that if it carries on, you're going to need 4 whole Earths, you know, to satisfy it, to replenish it, because of what we're doing to the ecosystems and the fact of overpopulation and what have you. You know, so the doomsday merchants, you know, the post-humanism talk, post-human world, which you can watch on Unslaved, got some interesting quotes about that, about the ecocide, and also in my Age of Manipulation program. Towards the end, we also have that as well, you know. But that destruction is a symptom of our alien DNA that doesn't really belong here in the first place. You know. I had a question last time about whether the Nephilim even have souls. And we talked about how they were from such an advanced culture that all of that spiritual aspect had been shut down centuries before. You know. And of course that has implications for their Earth. For wherever they lived, you know, the natural, I don't think there would have been a lot of nature around. And we don't have a lot of nature around. You know, the word temple meant open space or clearing. Implying, you know, like the Druidic temples, lots of space. A place where you could breathe. A big open space, like in Egyptian temples. Yeah, well, look around our cities and towns today. Do they look like temples to you? So the whole concept of what is sacred, the spiritual, involves space, and we don't have that. So, you know, whether it's fluorescent lights, or the kind of water we're drinking, and the kind of noise, all of it, you know. But just the very absence of space is key to, you know, to looking at what we're doing. And as overpopulation increases, you know, this problem is just going to get worse and worse. But when it comes to the Nephilim, yeah, you may want to get off this planet, you know, but getting off, you know, that's another problem. So the rise of technology in ancient times, moving up to through the Copernicuses and Keplers and Newtons and Descartes and all of that, racing forward. So many thinkers, so many activists and other sort of adepts have questioned this. What is going on? Why has this technology raced ahead? Especially in sort of the areas that it has. And why has it also been so utterly materialistic and atomistic? So, my work suggests, cogent reasons for that. And the hurry with the technology is about trying to get off this planet, trying to, be able to roam the skies again. But precautions were taken to keep them here. The whole idea of the beast being chained to the pit and that kind of thing. So there's several different outcomes. There's several different denouements to this. Because remember, somebody might argue, well, aren't we better off if they leave? Let's get rid of them. But the point is, these people don't like us. They look at us as a slave race. So, yeah, it certainly would be better to have that kind of being off the planet, rid of our planet once and for all. But are these people going to leave, waving us goodbye with tears in their eyes? There's a good chance that they wipe us all out the moment that they get a chance to vacate. So, are we really better off? We could be in deadly danger. It could be a countdown as they rush forward to their date of departure, you see. We have to wonder what they might do, chemically, bacterial warfare, or some other kind of, they might take repercussions against us. So, I laid these outcomes in the end of the book and in the end of the program. And so one has to keep an eye on what the science is doing, especially with the nanotechnology and the whole rite and ritual that Dr. John Dee and his descendants have been working on, the old occultism or the science that's occult in nature but pretends not to be. That's a key part of it as well. What's happening with DNA, cybernetics, and all of that kind of thing. Because the agenda, in my opinion, is still hurtling forward.